Hey everybody, welcome back to Play It Ready. I'm Ryan.
And this is Chris.
And I'm Jared.
And I'm Philip.
Yeah, man. We were just talking about our favorite memories because 5 years ago we started this adventure. Somebody said, I have an idea.
I believe it was Chris, and I believe were the exact words, I have a dream.
Well, it was so
Chris told me it was you who had the idea.
Yeah, we worked at the same place at the time, and we went to a lunch with a couple of Brian's friends, I believe, were the friends that really seemed to be the catalyst. And we were just there, and somebody's like, yeah, Chris owns a shitload of games, and this guy's like, oh, what's he own? I started naming off some of the shit I had, and somebody at the table's like, sounds like you should start a Let's Play channel. And then from there, Jared told me about someone who had one.
Oh, yeah. What was that, Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix Coffee,
man.
Kyle.
What did I do?
Oh my God! What happened?
What happened?
Whoa!
Wow! Who's that
Who was that? What happened? Who's the blue guy? Oh, you just killed one of your own dudes!
It just happened.
Oh no!
He killed one of his own dudes.
Oh, I forgot about Phoenix, man. That was such a weird moment because he came into where I work, and it was just such a weird thing. And YouTube gaming was kind of in its infancy, but it was a little past like Game Grumps had started, and a bunch of the big names, Markiplier, all of them were they were doing stuff, and we were like, we gotta give it a shot because Chris did have billions of games, and I had an interest in games, and then
Yeah, and Philip didn't work with us, but like if I'm doing a gaming channel with anybody, we have to bring my good friend Philip in here because one, he loves video games. Two, he has a great personality and character and would be great for freaking doing YouTube.
Chris
and
said I
three,
have a great personality and character.
Yes, and we I couldn't do without him, so we brought him in, and I feel like he's
Philip, that
pretty
just
much.
means you're ugly.
Yeah, no, I feel like he's the
That's what
voice
it
of
means,
Player Ready.
Brian.
Like
You're
you couldn't
right,
have
that's
Player
what it
Ready
means.
without Philip.
Oh, what? You think you're cool? You think you're cool? You're not cool. Run! Run! Blip! Oh, shoot! Oh, no!
But without Philip, I feel like there's no Player Ready. Period.
Oh, man.
Well, it was such a I felt like the Avengers at some point. I really did, where I was like, we each had this strength where Brian did the graphics, I was helping with editing, and I was doing some social media, obviously not enough. Chris was doing the majority of everything else.
Yes.
And then Philip brought us home with just
with the
And he had those thumbnails. Don't forget the thumbnails. He used to draw.
All the hand-drawn thumbnails.
some of my
hand-drawn
favorite
thumbnails.
shit.
Now, everyone know I'm good. I'm not great. Okay, so the vast majority of the things that I drew, everyone needs to know that I did use a reference. I do not copy, but I reference. I most definitely reference.
Breaking news.
Okay, I'm sure you all knew that
Our channel's
already.
getting shut down. You weren't supposed to say that, Philip.
I reference that.
Philip's just spilling all the tea tonight.
None of that came straight out of. Oh wait, no. The one that Chris actually complimented me on is the one that actually came out of my head, which was the when we did, the Bushido Blade.
And
the
you did
Bushido Blade
draw
one.
a Player Ready picture too for one of those year anniversaries. Or
Oh,
something.
that's right. Well, I referenced you guys. That's why I took pictures of your faces. I had to reference your faces. I'm not going to be able to sit there and go, oh, this is what Jared looks like. This is what Chris looks like.
I'm pretty
This is
sure.
what Brian looks like. I don't even know what I look like half the time.
I'm pretty sure if you tried to draw my face from memory, it would just be like a amorphous blob. Like if you tried to describe some kind of Lovecraftian horror.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, your beard would be the tentacles.
Yeah.
that'd be pretty awesome. So Brian and I actually went to a con
God.
recently, and we sat in on this person that was talking about their life as an influencer, something that we were trying to be at some point. And it was.
I hate you for this.
No. Oh, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but I will now. But anyway.
Oh, wait, I saw that. You guys went to the Agamacon thing?
Yeah, Agamacon.
Oh,
So
okay.
actually, where you guys did the panel, and the one time that I missed that,
Which I still have photos from because Philip, after the panel, no one was after us. So he just took over the room and drew a giant Venom on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did do that. Oh, you still have those pictures?
Philip, that picture is on my Google Home Hub.
Send those to me, please.
I didn't know about the Venom.
send those
me
to me
neither.
because Chris never sent me the picture of the cute chick that was dressed as Harley Quinn that was hitting me with the mallet.
No.
He never sent it to me. You took the picture. No, you
For
didn't.
sure, I sent you the picture.
You never sent me that picture,
Oh,
dude.
fuck, that's like an old phone. I'll see if I can find it.
All right, let me finish my point. Okay,
right,
so what
yeah.
I'm saying is, it was interesting to hear this person talk because the landscape of what we did and what is being done now is so different. You know, we were doing this gaming channel, but now it's all about like brand integration and being like having all these posts out all this time, and it's like it's so much, and it is 100% a full-time job and something that we were trying to do while still holding down our full-time jobs. And if I was to credit anything for like Player Ready and me and potentially Brian kind of distancing ourselves and trying to figure out other parts of life, was we still had full-time jobs, you know? Like,
For every week of content for Player Ready, that equated to what, an 8 to 10 hour recording session, just marathon.
Yeah, I mean, but me and Philip came
Yeah.
in never expecting to try to do anything with it, but to record
yeah.
some shit, throw it on
That's
the
true.
internet, just like puke it out and hope somebody watched it and didn't say, well, you fucking guys suck. Whoa.
Whoa, I glitched it out. Nice. Look at me. I'm like some kind of weird savant. I'm like some kind of weird not a hero savant.
Yeah, that was...
Everybody saw that. That's on camera, so that's
Yeah.
awesome. You know, Chris was he already said it. He still had his kid at the time, and I was still, you know, goofing off with degenerate children.
Yeah, I didn't do
I
a lot of...
I was still working at the juvenile corrections at the time.
Which is back to sort of what we were talking about in the last little podcast-ish thing we just did. I didn't get to play much games for fun when we were doing Play Ready Hardcore because we were doing 5 episodes a week. There was crazy time when we were doing 10 a week.
What the hell
and
were
there
we
wasn't
thinking?
much gameplay for fun for me. So one good thing about stopping Play Ready for me is I've enjoyed playing the games to play the games. So that's one thing I got to do after we stopped doing it.
and I feel like we kind of had that agreement that was like, when it stopped being fun, we had to take a step back.
Yeah, we had to, because like at the time I was trying to I was doing that. We were, we all had the full-time jobs, and then also like I was building model kits at the time, and I stopped having time to do that.
Right.
And like since we quit Player Ready, don't get me wrong, I miss it. I miss breaking Jared's furniture and.
I bought stronger furniture, so you come and try it, Big Daddy.
I miss all that
He
stuff.
finally took responsibility.
Finally, yeah, I have it on video now. I can sue you now.
Statute of limitations.
That was a super funny night.
I mean,
But yeah, like since we quit doing it, like I've moved on to other passions and everything. Like I'm trying to get a podcasting network going, and I've started playing Dungeons and Dragons again, like pretty hardcore. And like these are all things that like I just never had time to do, and Player Ready became a job.
Yeah.
And that sucked, but it was a job where you worked with the people that, you really did love and care about. So it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was just like, oh, gotta record tonight. Festivus, motherfuckers.
What's a Festivus? It's a Festivus for the rest of us. Fucking idiot. Cheers it up, your pizzas before you go out. Yours. All right. Oh man, we get together for the holidays. It's great. Yeah, I love it. Delicious. Whoa. There's a lot of fucking problems with you people. Really?
I remember the month before I got a promotion, I had to move, and I moved to North Carolina, and it was 2 states away, and I remember being so upset, and I remember nights where I was like in tears because I was like, I have to leave my band, I have to leave Player Ready. Like I was just like, I'm leaving all this stuff that I've built and loved so much behind, but I know I have to do this for my career. And I was so happy whenever I moved a little bit closer. I'm still not as close to these guys as I wish I was, but I truly miss it. And that's why I was excited that we're doing this, and we're just talking about good old times, but also it's exciting because I kind of want to just hang out with these guys again. And, even if we're playing games or just talking about shit on a podcast, I miss the camaraderie, that we had.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready for this
Are
boss?
you ready?
You ready for this boss fight? Hey,
leader.
Hey, the leader. How are you?
He's just
You know what I think about you?
Grab the gamma.
You weird
Grab-
piece of shit. I don't even need it. All I gotta do is this. End of the game. End of the game.
Ah! Wow.
I'm done.
Episodes! Ric Flair! Woo! We did it! Thanks for watching, guys. 100 episodes!
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like you guys have. Anytime Chris has hit me up and just been like, "Hey, let's do a thing," I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's do a thing." Just tell me when. I'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm thrilled that we're back together, and kind of what we were talking about in the last podcast was, what were we talking about? That's part of the podcast.
I mean, just random life bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
You were
We had
going off random
we had an
life
actual theme, like
Favorite memory?
favorite memories.
Yeah,
We never
favorite
got there. We
memories.
were going to do favorite memories in this
Yeah.
episode. And
Again, we
we've
just
been
started talking about nonsense again.
About how,
else
Jared
did you expect?
was going to edit every episode, and then Chris edited every episode. But,
Jared got very busy. Jared's life developed.
yeah, because he had the kid at the house. He's the one with the kid at the house.
Fuck, come on, man. I was in a band. I was struggling with my job.
Yeah, all right. Nobody else gonna do what I'm doing? Hey.
I just got sad Chris framed up perfectly. It's so sad.
Jesus.
But no, you were still just a young dude.
Fucking girls.
I was very young.
Now, okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you meet the girl you're with now? Did you meet her when you moved, or did you meet her when you went to your new stuff?
I met her whenever I was in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
she and I have been together, I guess, like 3.5 years
Nice.
now. But,
Nice.
I mean, that's a whole, honestly, like a relationship and trying to do this kind of thing is a whole new world. So I couldn't imagine having a child and trying to produce full time. A lot of the people that you see on YouTube and stuff, they don't necessarily have children. Maybe they're getting married, but it's
Children, relationship, very responsible job, and you're trying to do it. I pretty much never sleep already. Like, this didn't change that, but I also didn't get to have any fun. Like, I would wait till the kid went to bed, and then I'd start editing the episodes, and then I'd start planning the next episode, and we'd check the Google Calendar, and then I'm managing all this shit. And like, hey, Philip, you need to give me a picture. You hadn't got me a picture for this game yet. Yeah, we had the Google Calendar. I don't know if you knew about it, but me and Brian and Jared,
Yeah, we
were
had the-
hardcore on the Google Calendar.
We
to
had a
know,
schedule.
Hey, this
I didn't
episode,
know about the Google Calendar.
you have to have this
I never knew
episode
about the
edited
Google
because this
Calendar.
is supposed to happen on this day, and this one's supposed to happen this day because we were releasing our series on certain days of the week. So like X-Men had to be on Tuesday. And we were getting some real, because we were trying to organize it. You also have to manage, we have 4 people, not 1 person, not 2 people, 4 people. And we're trying to be fair with like who gets to play what, who gets to, let's have enough equal airtime,
That was a whole aspect of the Google Calendar. It's like, okay, well, we don't want to do these 2 series in a week because then, Philip's on like every episode of the week and then Jared's on one.
All I remember is when I was editing stuff when it was just me and you for a while. Yeah, I would just put it up there, and Chris would handle the rest. I would edit it and then name it, and do the font for it, and then be like, okay, Chris. No, you put it where you want to put it. That's all. Yeah, I never remembered a Google Calendar.
Just let it happen. Shut up. Vengeance is mine!
Fucking shit anyway.
What the actual fuck?
I beat you at Soul Calibur, and this is what you do to me. This is what you do to me. I'm gonna pick the worst freaking game on earth.
Stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
This is my punishment?
Look,
Yeah.
so I was talking about, we went to GamaCon, and basically it was this couple, and it's like a power couple. The guy takes care of all of the social media stuff. He did everything that Chris
yeah.
does. He posts everything,
Yeah.
and he has one person, his wife, that's the content creator. And watching that happen, I'm like, so that would kind of make sense why that works, because you have someone fully supporting this other person, and it's not just like 4 assholes trying to.
So what you're saying, Jared, is you regret that we never got married.
I've been waiting for Philip for way too long, so sorry.
Jared's
I'm holding
been
out.
waiting for me, Brian.
I know. I want to marry my uncle, basically.
I mean, we could just
best part
be a triumvirate.
The best part is during that
Oh,
conference,
God.
I knew nobody was going to ask a question. It was one of those small Q&As.
Oh, there was like half a dozen people there.
Yeah, so at the end, I'm like, I'm going to raise my hand. So I asked a question. I was like, oh, hey, me and my dad here, we had a channel for a little while, and we were trying to do stuff. I watched Brian's face just sink, and he was like, you fucking asshole.
I'm like, look, I know my beard's turning gray, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, kinda, but like, come on.
Almost all of you could be my dad.
Yeah, maybe me and Philip. I don't think Brian can quite get there yet.
If they would believe if me or Chris were your dad.
Actually, you two are physically old enough to be like, if you'd had a kid when you were in high school, you're physically old enough to be Jared's fathers.
Yes.
Close, yeah. I mean, pretty much, yes. I'd have to have been a young starter, but yes.
You know, sometimes a family isn't a mom and a dad and a kid.
Yeah.
Sometimes a family is just four dads.
It's two high school students.
So make
that-
sure you check out podcast number 3, where I
fuck
check
each
my
other.
genes to see which one of these guys is my father.
And maybe we actually talk about some of the like the old Play Ready shit. We're gonna do one more podcast,
God.
one more,
Oh, we
a
keep-
very
we
quick
keep
one,
stopping.
a very quick one.
Oh, Jesus.
And then we're gonna do some gaming stuff, sometime. But if you want to hear more of this, if you want us to maybe try to get together every few months, let us know in the comments if you're liking this format.
fun.
Maybe we could just put the shit on an actual podcast as opposed to YouTube. But we're just hitting
we
it
have
where our
Skype,
subscribers
too.
are at. And let us know what you thought of this
we
conversation.
still have a Twitch channel, technically.
Yeah, and Philip has actually kept the Instagram alive.
I've been keeping it alive.
What a pro.
It's just because I just want this to happen.
Let's
That's all.
talk in the next one. Till then, I'm going to swim through your veins like a fish in the sea.
Oh no!
Goodbye.
You're swimming.
Goodbye.
Fuck me up. Fuck me up, Twister. Fuck me up. Throw that ass in a circle, Brian. Throw that ass in an oval.
Oh God. Oh God, why? Oh God, why?